Lucy from GreatAunt.co.uk, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Christmas. That's right, Christmas is coming, and if, like me, you've got lots of nieces and nephews to buy for this year, then you're probably already thinking, what do I do? What do I get them? What do I buy this year? And that's why I've done this video. So this video is going to be 5 top tips for aunties and godmothers in the run-up to Christmas. And I hope that these tips are going to save you money and time, stress, and ultimately help you carry on having that great relationship with your nieces, nephews and godchildren. So here we go. 5 tips for aunties and godmothers this Christmas. Tip number 1. Make sure you're asking the right question to the right person. Instinctively, you're going to want to ask your nieces and nephews, what do you want for Christmas? And actually, a better question is to ask their parents, what are they getting for Christmas? If you can figure out what the big present is that they're getting this year, then it might inspire you with a present that will be related to it. So for example, let's say they're getting a bike. You could buy the helmet or some spooky dokies. Let's say they're getting a doll's house. You could get some of the furniture. Let's say they're getting an iPhone or an iPad. Perhaps you could give them some credit vouchers. They can go on iTunes and get themselves some songs. So there you go. Tip number 1, ask the right question to the right person. And that question has to go to the mum and dad. Okay, tip number 2. This is a great tip if, like me, you've got lots of nieces and nephews and godchildren. And that tip is buy in bulk. There are plenty of places where you can bulk buy sweets and crafts and toys. One of my favourite sites is Baker Ross. They do fantastic craft kits for children, and they come in little self-contained packs of like 5 to 10 to 20, and you can just buy a box of them and give them to every kid that you know. Fantastic way to save money and really great products as well. Okay, tip number 3. This is a really good one if, like me as an auntie, sometimes you get really stuck and you think, oh, well, I suppose I could just give them some cash. Well, it's okay to give cash. That's my 3rd tip. It's okay to give cash. In fact, it's actually better than okay. There was a big survey out last year. A children's charity interviewed children about what they thought was important in their life. And having their own money to spend as they like is actually a really big deal for children, especially those between the ages of 7 to 15. Having their own money and being able to act as a grown-up is a really important step in their life. So tip number 3, giving cash is okay. And that's for any auntie or godmother out there who might be thinking twice about it. Tip number 4, slightly self-serving, but make sure you're signed up to my email updates. Every day I'm sending out voucher codes so you can save money. I also get sent ideas from toy companies all over the world, ideas that you're not going to see on the TV, on those big budget adverts, and you're not going to see on the shelves in the shops yet because they're little companies and they're mostly online. So make sure you've signed up to those, and I can send you aunt-approved ideas and give you lots of inspiration in the next few weeks. And my final tip, tip number 5, really important. Most important thing you can give to any child is your time. Sounds obvious, and it is obvious. As an auntie, one of the fundamental truths is your nieces, nephews and godchildren love to spend time with you. And don't panic, I'm not talking about a lot of time. Remember, 10 minutes to a child is loads of time. So whatever you do in the run-up to Christmas, make sure that you take time out to speak to them, maybe on Skype, or even to take them on a big day out, or you could knock off work early, go and pick them up from school, or better still, if you're a godmother, take time to take them to a church service at the weekend, a carol service or a Christingle service. And that's my 5th tip, maybe the most important tip. Spend time with your nieces, nephews and godchildren. And if you're stuck for ideas on how to spend time with them, make sure you go to my website, GreatAunt.co.uk, like this video and join me on my website, and I'll share all my tips and advice with you so that you can carry on having great relationships with your nieces, nephews and godchildren.